Today, I would like to take you through a warm-up stretching routine from the book The Art of Practicing by Madeline Bruiser. I'm going to split these stretches into two different videos, and today we're going to focus on the floor stretching. It's important to remember as musicians that we really need to make sure that we're stretching and strengthening our entire body, since a lot of what we do uses just minimal muscles along the way. So we want to make sure that everything's getting equal attention. This stretching sequence is perfect for a daily routine, and it shouldn't take that long each day. So use this as a way to warm up before you're practicing. If you find that you have tense areas that some of these stretches can help you with in the middle of your practice, take time to stop practicing and stretch those. And even think about using these at the end of the day when you finish practicing. So with this in mind, let's start stretching. A couple of points that I'd like to make before we start is please only stretch to the point that your body feels comfortable. Again, I'm a little out of shape in terms of stretching, so don't worry about it too much. We're just going to go on this journey together. The other thing that I'd like you to keep in mind is only hold these stretches for about 5 to 60 seconds, depending on what your body feels comfortable with. Also, make sure that your body is actually warmed up and ready for the stretches. You can warm up your body by stretching after a warm shower, or even doing a little bit of cardio, like taking a 3-minute walk before you start stretching. This is going to make sure that your muscles are supplied with oxygen-rich blood, which is going to help them ease into these stretches in a safer, healthier way. So, let's begin stretching. Again, remember, only go to the point that your body feels comfortable with. The first stretch is a forward bend. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually put our feet together like this, and we're going to relax into this. And we want our hands to come forward and our necks to relax down as well. As you hold this stretch, be sure that it doesn't feel painful, but if you'd like to deepen the stretch, see if you can do that on the exhale of the breath. So use your breathing as a way to guide you deeper into these stretches. Again, make sure that you only hold for about 5 to 60 seconds, paying attention to what your body feels. Okay? So, here we go. Our second stretch is called a side stretch. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit on the floor still. We're going to move our legs out like this. And to each side, we're going to place our hands on the ground and relax our necks. Be sure to make sure that you're not holding any tension in your sides. It can be counterproductive if we're trying to flex those muscles at the same time. So as you breathe out, try to release any tension or holding tension that you feel in these areas. So I'm going to first go to the right. Another thing to keep in mind with this stretch is make sure that we keep our knees unlocked. If we try to hold them down, we can cause too much tension within the backs of our legs. Now to the left. The next stretch that we're going to do is called the plow. So, what we need to do is we need to sit on the floor, and then we're going to roll over backwards, bringing our legs over our head. If some of this stretch feels uncomfortable for you, you can place either a couple pillows behind you, or you can use a chair, maybe the couch, to rest your feet on so that they don't come all the way to the floor if that's too much for your body. We always have to listen to our body's needs and what it's telling us. So again, don't push yourself too far in any of these stretches. Please make sure that you're doing these within the happy, healthy range of motion that your body has right now. So, as I do this, I'm going to roll over and place my feet on the floor, and I'm going to make sure that my lower back releases any holding tension in this position. And that will help me be able to go into this position even deeper. Again, focusing on breathing. My hands will stay over here on this side of my body to hold myself a little bit. As you roll up, you can go straight into the next stretch. What this is a back stretch actually. A lot of times we focus on the legs during the stretch when we grow up and we're in like PE and stuff, but this is really a focus on the back. So remember to keep your knees bent because it's not really stretching our legs at this point. This stretch comes in 3 different stages. So the first stage, what we're going to do is we're going to gently place our hands underneath the backs of our knees, keeping our elbows out. We're going to relax our heads down and release this lower back tension. Again, because it comes in 3 stages, make sure that you stay within the stage that your body feels most comfortable in. So hold for 5 to 60 seconds, depending on what your body feels most comfortable in. The next stage of this stretch is to place your hands underneath your calves. So that's going to help deepen the stretch even more. The one thing that I also want you to think about is sometimes we have the sit and reach test when we're younger and they have us go 1, 2, 3. We really don't want to put that tension on our muscles because if they're not ready to stretch that far, we can actually damage them a little bit. So make sure that you are listening to your breathing and flowing into a deeper stretch with your breath. So the second stage of this stretch. And the last stage of this stretch is to just reach your hands out, making sure that your knees stay unlocked and deepening even further into the stretch. The last stretch for today's part of our daily warm-up routine is called the knee spiral. This is probably familiar to most of you. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay back on the ground with our arms out to the side. And you can either do palms down or palms up. I'm going to keep mine up. And I'm going to lift my right knee and place it over my left leg while looking to the right. Now with this stretch, depending on where your tension areas are, you might feel it in your side, or when you turn your head, you might feel it in your neck. So just try to reach over to the floor with your leg, but also try to keep your shoulders down when you turn your head. And again, only do this within the comfortable range of your body. So now we're going to do this for the left side. Hands out to the side, left knee up and over your right leg, looking to the left. So that completes today's portion, first part of our daily stretching warm-up. Tune in tomorrow for the next video for the second half, which will deal with a lot more of our upper body. See you tomorrow.